Hey, 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 ho. Little bum. And here we go. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to have a little girl chat with y'all while fixing the clothes. Kind of wanted to talk about some topics, mostly because I want people to comment and just tell me how they feel. If you're pregnant right now, how far along are you? Um, you know, what are these fears you have? Is this your first? Is this your second, third, fourth, fifth? This will be my second. I actually was thinking if I should even do YouTube on it because I was like thinking if I wanted to do it on the lower or I don't know. I like wanted to keep it to myself a little bit, but I know this is a time that like us girls really stick together during pregnancy. This is one thing that you know all of us girls go through, all of us girls can relate to, and you know sometimes you may not have somebody to talk to, or it's nice to talk to somebody that's in your same position that's pregnant as well. So yeah, I don't know. I would have already posted the I haven't posted it yet, but by the time this comes out, would have posted my reaction and everybody else's reaction that I told to the my announcement. I was actually so happy to do this. Like, I wish I would have done it with Josiah. That's why I actually was like, yo, I'm doing it with this baby. And I actually had it planned before, oh, what are you doing in the back? I actually had a plan to do an announcement before I even found out I was pregnant. I was like, yo, this time, like certain things I feel like I didn't capture when I was pregnant with Josiah that I wish I did. I wish I would have done maternity pictures, even if it's like maternity pictures that was done in my home. I might do it in my home. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do it professionally or anything like that, but at least like in my home, some nice pictures. Just writing down certain things. There's this app, what's it called? To pay for it, so I didn't really do everything, but I was starting to do it when I found it. I think it's called Baby Notebook. I had deleted it, but it's so cute, and it could give you, yeah, Baby Notebook. That app, if you want, if you have to pay for it, so it gives you like a little bit that you can do for free, but overall you have to to continue to do it, you have to pay for it, but it's really really cute. And I was like filling it out for Josiah, and then that's when I realized, like, oh my god, there's certain things that I didn't even do when I was pregnant with Josiah. Hi. Hmm. Dang. Okay, all right. Well, yeah, there was like certain things that I didn't do with Josiah that I'm like, it kind of like brought me to it, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't do this. I didn't write down when I felt the kicks. I didn't do a whole bunch of stuff. So actually, I gotta see how much it was. I think it might have been it might have been like a certain price that I didn't really like that. I don't know, but it's pretty worth it. It's like you're uploading the pictures and they're giving you ideas as to what and to create a beautiful album. So it's good. It's really good. Yeah, I might look at that again. I feel bad though if I created one for this baby but not for Josiah. So I don't know. I don't. I know there's gonna be certain things like the reactions. I never. It's my first child, so when I was when I found out with oh, let me say this little story time, boy, with Josiah. Son, I love pranks. Like, I've always been like on YouTube watching pranks and all that, and it's so cute. Like, And my Day doesn't like pranks. He does not like pranks, but yeah, I don't give a fuck what he likes. If I want to do the prank, we're doing the prank. I bought a pregnancy test on Amazon, and basically all you gotta do is put water on it, and it will come out positive. So I had it for a long time. It was before we even moved in together. So yeah, we moved in together. So I'm like, we moved in October together, right? So I found out I was pregnant with Josiah like in December. Yeah, we moved a little quick. If you move in with your man, make sure you on that birth control. Yeah, when it was COVID, I got off of it. I didn't go back. And, yeah. So it was like 2 months within me moving in with him. I said, let me spice it up. Let me do a little prank, right? So I did the prank. I recorded it, and it didn't even fucking record anything. It did not even freaking record. But I did the prank. It was a Saturday. I did the prank and whatever. Said I was pregnant. He was scared. We did the prank. So then, like, that same night, I was drinking wine and stuff. And I was like, I feel a little nauseous, but I always take a pregnancy test if I feel a little weird. If I feel a little nausea, I'm taking the test. If my period didn't come in a day, I'm taking the test. Especially if I'm not on birth control. Of course, we are sexually active. I'm taking the test. I want to know. So, that day, I was feeling a little nauseous. I was like, you should give me a test though. Like after the prank was over, I was like, you should give me a test though, because I don't know, I'm feeling a little nauseous. I want a test, and he ain't get it. He was just like, yeah, whatever. So he had work the next day on Sunday, and because of me being me, I was like, you know what? I feel a little nauseous. Let me just get it. But I still didn't have any like symptoms or nothing. I just really got it just to get it, because I don't know, I'm obsessed with taking pregnancy tests, I guess. I got it, and then I wish I would have caught my reaction, because I promise you, I took so many pregnancy tests and they were all negative. Like I told you, I just take it if I feel something. I don't really think that I am. I just take it to take it. So I took it, and I'm just like, I'm looking at it, and I was like, hold up, is this 2 motherfucking lines? I called my sister real motherfucking quick, and she was on her way back home. She was on the bus, and I called her like, sorry, I think this is 2 lines. Like, I don't know. Mind you, I just got my motherfucking lashes done the day before. I can't be fucking crying. So I'm like, Toby, I got 2 lines. I showed her. She started crying immediately. She said, take another one. So I took another one with the same P. 2 lines. Then she told me, go to the store and get a clear blue. I went and I ran to that store and I got a clear blue, and it said pregnant. And she was mad happy and I was mad sad, and I was freaking crying. And it was funny too, because they had called me and said something like, something pregnancy test or pregnancy. And I was like, because I already knew at that time, and I wasn't going to tell him over the phone. So, I mean, when he got home, I told him, but because literally the day before that Saturday, I told him, I pranked him I was pregnant. It was like a raw emotion anymore. He was just like, Oh, you pregnant? What you crying for? I'm over here near the fan to dry every tear. I'm over here like, because I'm also not trying to ruin my lashes. And he was just like, "What you crying for? It's done. Like it's no basically just tell me it's no reason to cry. Just deal with it or whatever." But that is the story. And I'm so mad I didn't get that. Because imagine how funny that would have been if I would have caught the prank. And I would have caught my reaction literally the next day. And I tell you that I threw away that pregnancy test and I will never do a pregnancy prank again. That's a dub. That is why that one wasn't recorded. But I tell you, every time I did take a pregnancy test afterwards, I recorded it. That's how I was able to record this one. It's just like little things I want to talk about, like, and everything that I talk about, I want everybody to comment too below and just tell me like how'd you feel. I want to know everything. The way I felt when I found out I was pregnant that day. This motherfucker went to sleep. Was that him like that? Yeah. This motherfucker went to sleep. So after finding out, I was sitting there by myself, like, crying, thinking about life. And because I wanted to do an announcement, I couldn't tell my sister. I did tell Jen, though. Had to tell somebody. I was there by my freaking self, just contemplating this motherfucker sleeping. Niggas, right? He's just like, we're pregnant. I was really like thinking like, oh my god, but you know what's crazy? I would say in like August for a little bit we were trying to have a baby because I do want my babies to be close in age. So we were trying to have a child, but then after a while we were like, yo, you know what? I think I'm not ready. So we went ahead and just stopped. It was like, yeah, I'm not ready right now. It is what it is. I don't think we should try anymore. We stopped. And then and I took so many pregnancy tests like in August. I found out I was pregnant in October. And I took so many pregnancy tests in August thinking that I could have sworn I was pregnant, but negatives. So it was just negatives on top of negatives. And I also told God, I said, hey, if you think that I am ready for a baby, then I accept it. And I guess he thought I was ready for a baby. Even though we said we weren't. God had other plans, so I can't be mad. I was like, wow, God, like, you really think that I'm ready now? Like, yeah. But you can't question God. God thought I was ready to have a baby right now, so here I am. And I can't wait. Can't wait to meet my boy, my girl. That's another thing. It's going to be a surprise because I'm hoping that this is my last. What measures am I gonna take so that I can ensure it's my last? I don't know. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be on birth control anymore. I was on birth control since I was 18. I've been on birth control for about like 10 years. And that's another reason why I even stopped this time around, because I've been on birth control for 18 years. I was doing a medical coding class. I read that, oh man, I don't even freaking know now. I read that if you take it for a prolonged amount of time, increase your risk of like heart attacks. Damn, I wish I could remember. It increased your risk of a lot of stuff. And I was like, I'm not taking this shit anymore. The OBGYN never told me. Like, I've been taking this shit since I was 18. I've been taking it for 10 years. It could, like, increase clots. Like, I can't remember. Maybe you can Google it. But it wasn't good, you know? And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. So that's why I got off of it. And I don't know, when I give birth, I'll probably want to go on it because I don't want to be one of those people that get pregnant within 6 weeks. I really, really don't. But I don't know if I will go back on birth control. Like, birth control, I don't know. It ain't it. For a little bit of time, I would recommend it, but not 10 years. Like, 10 years, Natalie, like, come on. So, yeah. But I don't know. I was really thinking. I'm like, I really just like, I know that I told God that, you know, if you think I'm ready to do it, so that's why I kept saying, like, God, you think I'm ready. You think that I'm ready, so, you know, I'm gonna do this. You think that I'm ready, so you gave me this gift. But I didn't feel like we were ready. I didn't feel like I was ready mentally. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, another baby? Like, another baby? My child's only 2. Another baby? Like, I don't know. I'm still like in shock, and it's weird because I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like that for everyone or anything, but I think having 2 babies back to back, like, people don't really like share the same excitement as they did when you were first pregnant. I still get asked like how I'm feeling and stuff like that, you know, but like the hypeness, I don't feel like it's the same. Like, even on my behalf too, I still downloaded all the apps, like all the baby pregnancy apps, but I'm still not reading them. Like, I wasn't reading them like that. I am reading it now that I'm like 18 weeks. I have been reading them, but I haven't been like reading it crazy like I was when I was pregnant with Josiah. I don't know. I just don't, and it could just be me feeling this way too. But I don't feel like, I don't want to say that nobody cares this time around. Definitely not. People still care. My mom still asks. You know, they still ask if I'm okay and stuff like that. But, like, it's just, like, not that much hype. Like, I just did this 2 years ago. Just gave birth 2 years ago. I think, for me, it's gonna feel a little bit more real when I feel the kicks. I haven't felt the kicks yet. And when they could feel the kicks too, it's gonna be a little bit more real. Other than that, my mom still asks me, but I don't know, it's not the same as when you have your first one, or if you maybe didn't get pregnant that fast. I feel a little bit more alone this time around. I know once it gets closer to the date, it'll, like, the hype will get there again, and when I can feel the kicks, the hype on my behalf will get there again, and Dave's behalf it will get there again, and stuff like that. So I know that's gonna come once we can feel the kicks. I'm dying to feel the kicks. Like, I don't even remember when I did with Josiah, but I'm like, I thought I would feel it sooner, because everybody's saying, like, when you're a second time mom, you feel it sooner, but it's 18 weeks and I still haven't felt nothing, and I'm like, what the fuck you doing? Kick a little harder. No. I wanna feel the kick so bad. Like, I'm fiending. I really am. Yeah, like I already mentioned, since I want this to be like my last, I want to do something different, and you know, do like a surprise gender. Of course, everybody wants to know. My mom keeps asking me, "Sí, con la idea de no saber." Sí. Yes, I am. Stop asking me. If anything, the parents will know, and then everybody else will know after. But I don't even want to do it like that, because I don't want it to accidentally slip from any of our mouths saying like he, and then they're like, Right now, I do think it's a boy though. I really feel like it's a boy. Everybody thinks it's a girl. I went to the dentist the other day. They said I'm carrying it low. Looks like a boy. What do y'all think? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a boy though, which I'm fine with. Josiah's a boy. He has a brother. I know, like, if he has a girl, it's only so much closeness that they can have. So I'm okay. I'm okay with having a boy. I might rather have a boy, of course. I can't see myself as a girl mom now. Like, me having a girl, I don't know how to do that. And when we moved into the new apartment, I threw away so much of Josiah's clothes. Oof, oof. So I'm gonna have to get this baby a lot of new stuff. If it's a boy, I'm definitely gonna be mad. I'm gonna start folding my clothes. I'll be right back. Okay, okay, my back, my back, my back. Had to put the little one to sleep. Alright, so I don't even know what was I saying. I don't know. I don't know where I left off at. So I'm just going to I have a bra on right now. It's making my tits look a little more plump right now, but I can't lie though. These pregnancy tits, they remind me of time before. The time when I didn't have any babies. And I had perfect little tits. And now I have saggy flat shits. But not right now. Right now they're cute. Right now they're cute. Right now they're everything. Ta-da-ding. But anyway. Am I really pregnant? I mean, I had my ultrasound. I had 2 ultrasounds already. I'm just like, is this real? Like, am I really pregnant again? Am I really about to have 2 kids? Like, 2 kids. Wow. I don't even know how to have one. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm struggling with just the one. So it's like, what am I gonna do about 2? I don't know. Like, I'm like, that's one thing I'm scared about. Like, I feel like, you know, it's like overwhelming sometimes to have just the toddler. So it's like, is this gonna be times 2? Am I gonna feel this times 2? I don't know how I'm gonna be able to deal with that. And I don't live close to my sister. I don't live close to my mom. You know, like, we don't live as close for her to just come by and just help me out when I'm feeling stressed or something like that. So I'm just thinking, like, how is that gonna work? Having 2. And then sometimes I think maybe it'll be easy because, I mean, like, at least until the baby's like 1, the baby in the the baby in Josiah can just like play and stuff like that and leave me the hell alone. Because sometimes, like, Josiah wants to play. Even more now, like, I'm just so tired. And I feel so guilty. Like, I feel like I'm such a bad mom for not wanting to play with him and stuff. And, like, I'm just tired. Like, I wake up, maybe sometimes before work, go to the gym. I work from home while watching him. When I get off of work, the last thing I want to do is play. Like, I just want to relax and stuff like that. And, you know, I feel bad. Sometimes I do turn on the TV. And I'm just like, at least now, like, him having a sibling, they can play, because I don't really like the screen time. I don't. That part, it might be a little easier for me, but I have seen some people on Instagram saying, like, the transition from 1 to 2 is crazy. I'll have, you know, the newborn and Josiah. They're pretty much 3 years apart. But yeah, like, and it's funny too, because I used to, like, the people that would have the kids back to back, I used to be like, oh, you wildin'. But I wish I did have a little, even though I'm still having it a close range. 3 years old is not bad at all, but, like, before I was even pregnant, I used to think, like, oh my gosh, I wish I had, like, a baby that was a year younger than you. Go play. Like, I don't have the energy, and I definitely don't now. Like, yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared to have another one. I don't know what it's gonna be like. Is it gonna be like, I know it's gonna be a change. I have a whole nother kid now, but like, how much of a change is it gonna be? Is it gonna be like so life changing? Like, I don't know. I'm so scared, but I am. I'm happy. I thank God for this gift, and I just pray for a healthy baby. Like, that's my main focus right now. I don't care about anything else. I want my baby to be healthy. That's it. Healthy baby, that's all. That's all I need. Another thing is, I did not. Another scary thing. My next topic is just like giving birth. Like, I'm actually more scared of giving birth this time around than I was the first time around, because I didn't have the best birth experience as the first time. I had a C-section, unfortunately. I never thought that I would have a C-section. I couldn't see me having a C-section. I could have sworn it was going to be vaginal. Like, my mom had 2 vaginal births with me and my sister. Like, I could have sworn I was going to have a vaginal. I could not see me having any C-section for what. And, I ended up, it was very devastating for me to have a C-section. I did not want a C-section at all. I am somebody that wants to have an unmedicated birth. I'm ready to go through those pains. God made us for this. God made us to have kids. He knows what he is doing. And not to say that there isn't times when there's an emergency and you need a C-section. Yes, I understand that. But overall, like, the C-section rate is just way too high. Everybody I freaking know, almost everybody had a C-section, and it's so devastating, and I hate hearing it. Like, somebody that gives birth, I ask right away, does she have a vaginal birth? Because it's like so surprising to me of how much C-sections there are today. Oh, like, so many C-sections, and it's disgusting. Like, it's really disgusting to me how much C-sections there are. And it really, I'm still not over my C-section. I'm very upset that I had a C-section. Like I said, I am a believer. I believe in God. This is the way God made us. God made us to have children, to go through that pain of bearing children and going into labor and doing all of that. And that is the way that I want to do it. And that is the way that I feel like a lot of women should be able to do it as well. All these unnecessary C-sections, like, it's just crazy. Don't even get me into this topic. Unfortunately, I had a C-section for no reason, and this is, I hate saying the story, but, I'm gonna say it anyway, just for those people out there that has had C-sections, maybe for unnecessary reasons, had C-sections for no reason, and, you're not alone. Like, that had a C-section and feel like I still blame myself till this day. I don't think I made the right decisions, and that's why I ended up having a C-section. So I was 40 weeks pregnant, 40 weeks and 5 days pregnant, and we was in the middle of watching a movie, and I went to the bathroom, and I seen some bleeding, but it wasn't nothing alarming. It was just pink, very minimal. Even as a first time mom, it wasn't nothing scary, but it's still blood. So I'm just like, oh, I'm bleeding. What does this mean? Is labor starting? Should I go? And I was over being pregnant. I was only 5 days over 40 weeks, but I was anxious. I wanted to meet my baby boy. I wanted to meet him already. So I told my sister to come. I showed her, and she was like, you know what, just call the nurse. I called the doctor on call. No, I called my doctor. Called my doctor, no response. She gave me her pager. She did not reply. Mind you, she's the only reason that I even went to and picked this hospital for her. When I went over there, when I even first started my prenatal treatment, she was on maternity leave. So that's one. And then she was there for like the ending, maybe 2. And my mom didn't even freaking answer the damn pager. So I just called the doctor on call, and even they said, you know, if it's something that's alarming or if you're bleeding more, then you can come in. But as of right now, you can stay home. So I stayed home for a little bit. I bounced on the ball, and I would say maybe I was bleeding a little bit more, but it's still pain, very light, nothing crazy. But you know, I thought like, oh shoot, you know, my labor's starting to happen. Go to the hospital. And like everything left my mind. One of the things I was looking up like ways to prevent getting a C-section and stuff. And one of the things that they say is don't rush to the hospital, and like everything like it just left. It left my mind. I'm like, oh shoot, I should go. Also, you know, a little smidge of me was like bleeding. What is this? And yeah, so I was just like, oh shoot, maybe I should go. So honestly, to be honest, I don't even think I like even bled more. If you're pregnant, get one of these. It's really been helping me keep my hydration up. Like, it really does help. I was not drinking enough water as I should, and this has really helped me. But I don't even think I was bleeding more. Honestly, I didn't bleed more. I think I did not bleed more, but I was like, I would just go to the hospital anyway. I was just fiending. I thought, like, you know, I didn't feel any contractions, none of that. So I was just like, I just want to go. I'm excited. I go over there. They take me in. In like 5 minutes, doctor coming in. Like rushing in or something like that. And she's like, okay, so it's a suspected placental abruption. Like I told you, it was not that much blood. Like, I still have a picture of it, and I actually recently looked at it. It was not that much blood. They're like, oh, we will have to do a C-section, and like, it was just me and Day in there because it was during COVID time. My sister was not there to help advocate for me. They did say that the heartbeat was a little abnormal. Nothing like too crazy or anything. And they said C-section. I started bawling. I was shaking. Like, I couldn't even think. And then, of course, the main thing I'm thinking about is the safety of my child. So, of course, I ended up just saying yes. And I will never forget it. And I feel like it was like an angel right there. I will never forget it was a nurse. And she said, the baby's heart rate is doing pretty good right now. You can wait. You can wait it out. And I kid you not, within that second, because if I would have had some time, I would have been like, you know, look, let's just wait. But like literally that second, they wheeled me in to go and have that C-section. At the end of the C-section, I said, how was my placenta? It was good. Nothing was found. And the reason I blame myself is just for rushing to the hospital. Like, I don't know what labor feels like. I don't know what contractions feel like. I don't know anything. Like, that was robbed of me. I didn't even get to that point. And I blame myself just because for not knowing, like, Natalie, you said you was gonna stay at home, and then all of that just left your mind. Like, Natalie, why, even when the nurse said it, I should have just said, you know what? Like, I don't know. I do blame myself. Like, I should have just stayed home. If I would have stayed home, I'd have been good. So, to me, it was kind of traumatic because of the way it happened. Thank God nothing was happening to my placenta and everything was good. But, you know, like, just her telling me my placenta was fine. I literally had a C-section for no reason. Like, no reason. And, you know, having a C-section the first time, of course, increases your chances of a second time. And this kind of brings me to, like, why I'm so scared now. Because I do want to try, I want to try a VBAC. I don't know if I should be saying I want to TOLAC for a VBAC. There we go. TOLAC, trial of labor after C-section for a VBAC, vaginal birth after C-section. And, you know, that's scary to me because, you know, one of the greatest risks, they always say, is the uterine rupture. I am getting myself educated, though, because before I even got pregnant, that was always something that I was looking up. And, like, I'm the type of person that even if it's 0.0001%, I'm like, oh, shit, it's still a percentage. But I have been trying to educate myself a little bit more, and I continue to do so. But that is a reason why I'm scared. Even more this time, I plan to try and labor at home. I'm trying to labor the most that I can at home, like to the point that even if it was to take a day, I'm at home laboring. Like, I want to get to the hospital and I'm already like halfway dilated, or, you know, like, I'm waiting until the last possible time this time. Like, I don't want to rush in there. I don't want any unneeded interventions. I don't want any of that. And, you know, I don't know if I'm saying it right, trying to TOLAC, trying to do a VBAC. Yeah, it's scary. You know, you have to find providers that's supportive of your decision. I was seeing a nurse practitioner. She was really nice. I really like her, but she doesn't deliver babies, so I don't feel like wasting my time building a rapport and seeing her the whole time. And then I'm not even birthing my child with you. So, you know, I actually have an appointment tomorrow with a midwife, but I was looking for a midwife and my insurance did not cover it. Does not really like cover midwife, or I don't know, maybe I'm not looking in the right direction. So, I mean, like, I couldn't find any midwives. So the reason that I prefer a midwife right now would be increase my chances of a VBAC. You know, like midwives, they don't want to do that much intervention. So that's what I want. Birthing center, I would prefer to go to a birthing center. I mean, I would actually love to have a home birth, to be honest, but my insurance does not cover that. And we ain't rich out here, so it's not like I can just be like, oh, F it, I'll pay out of pocket. No, I have to kind of go with what my insurance says. So I could not find, like, I was trying to find midwives and stuff like that, but it doesn't really seem like they cover it. But maybe I can ask her some questions, see if there's a way that I can have her as my main provider somehow, some way. I'm gonna ask tomorrow and see how that goes for me. But either way, I was thinking about going somewhere else too, because this is the same. It's gonna be the same place that I birthed Josiah, so you know they left a sour taste in my mouth with the C-section, and it wasn't even one of the providers that's even in the practice that I go to that gave me the C-section too. Yeah, I don't know. I ended up moving closer to the hospital. It's the closest one, and I don't know. I don't feel like I haven't really searched like that, but I did try to search for a while, and then it kind of like stressed me out because I was, of course, trying to look for like VBAC supportive physicians and stuff like that, and midwives and stuff like that, and it was honestly, I couldn't really find anything in my area, and it was getting a little stressful. So I did that for like a good 4 days straight, and I didn't find anything. And then that's what led me to actually look and be like, maybe I should get a doula. Like, since I can't get like a midwife, and I can't go to a birthing center, so if you're able to, I would definitely recommend a midwife and a birthing center if you're trying to do VBAC. Those are the two things I found out that would do the least interventions. So try and do that. If you can, like me, if you have to do it through insurance, but if you got the bread and you can do it, I recommend doing it. Anything. Like, I don't know, I'm desperate. Like, I really want to experience a vaginal birth. I really do. Like, and I feel like every woman in the world should. Everybody should be able to experience a vaginal birth. But yeah, that's what led me to make a decision to get a doula. I'm like, okay, I'm not able to have a midwife. I'm not able to go to a birthing center. I'm not able to, do a home birth. I'm not able to do these certain things that can help me and increase my chances of a VBAC. So, a VBAC. A doula is kind of like my next best step. So, that's when I started looking up doulas. And then I tried to, because I have Medicaid. So I looked up to see if Medicaid would even cover doulas. And they said they do. And I only found one doula that they covered. And regardless of the fact, I was going to like take her anyway because I was kind of desperate. Like, I was just like, I want a doula or whatever. But I had a long conversation with her. So she called me the same day that I went on her website and filled out a little form and stuff like that. She called me the same day, and we had like a 45-minute convo. She even referred me to a hospital that really try to have patients have a vaginal birth. They didn't accept my insurance. Another way I felt so defeated. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just like stuck to be at this hospital. Like, it's too much stress on me, and I don't know. I kind of gave up. I'm not gonna lie. I just gave up, and I said, hey, if they saying they're supportive, but I've also seen like, they say they're supportive until the last minute. People like, while I'm looking up like the best ways to have VBAC, they're like, there's certain questions that you should ask them because they will say yes, and then at the last moment, change their mind. So I am going to ask every provider. I'm pretty sure this midwife is going to say yes, but also the chances of me having her is slim. She's only there 1 day a week. So, I mean, we'll see. With the doula. So she even referred me to a hospital. I felt good about it. But then, the last thing she left me with, she said, okay, this is a non-negotiable. If in the chance that you do need a C-section, I'm the one to go into the operating room with you. I didn't come this far. I didn't do all of this for nothing, to be outside. Your husband can be watching your belongings. I'm the one that's going to be in the waiting room, in the OR. I'm not gonna sit here in the waiting room and stuff like that. And that, she said, is a non-negotiable. She's the one that has to be there. When she said that, I already knew Dave was not gonna be with that at all. He's not doing that. Number two, I personally did not want that. yes, I know we are going to build a rapport during that time, but at the end of the day, I have a C-section. I'm already upset. The last, you know, in addition, if she was there, that's fine, but I would like somebody that I'm comfortable with, my partner or my sister, to be there to hold my hand. Somebody, you know, I really would feel more comfortable with, like with my sister or my man, to be there, not for nothing, like not like a stranger during this time. I'm already upset, so you know, I want someone that I know that really cares for me to be there. And you know, not saying that doulas won't really care about their clients, but you know, at the end of the day, it is a business relationship. So you know, it's not like your family or nothing. Pretty much, bottom line, I want family. I want family to be around me during this time. I'm very upset at trying to do a vaginal birth and ending up having to do a C-section again. So I don't really want you there. I'm sorry. I want my man there. I want my sister there. Not you. So I left the phone call with like, oh, okay, I'm gonna ask him, but you know, I don't know if he'll really be with it. And like another side of me, I was just like desperate to get a doula now, because I'm like, oh my god. And another thing, I asked her if she had experience with VBAC, and she said no. But again, she's being covered by my insurance, and I just feel like I had no other choice but to like pick her and follow her wishes and stuff, because I felt like I desperately wanted it. This talk is long as hell, and I got like 40 more minutes on this damn SD card. But I'm almost coming to an end. Don't worry, girls. Although you probably skipped it. So like, I don't know. I knew I didn't want her to be there. I knew that they would not, you know, be okay with that as well. But I still was like, okay. And then, which was kind of fucked up for me to do, she confirmed with me the day before, and I was like, yeah, we're still on. And then I just started to really think, because I'm like, it was really upsetting me and my homegirls. Like, what you mean he can't be with me? And I'm like, is this something that like all doulas do? And I was gonna just cancel doula, like the whole doula thing, because I'm like, I'm not about to not have my man there if I'm getting a C-section. Like, even though the first time was a traumatic experience, at least having him there, he was able to calm me down. You don't know me. You don't know what's going to calm me down. You have your techniques and stuff. But, yeah. So I was asking my sister. You know, she was just like, what? I asked my friend, and she recently had a baby, and she actually was another person that told me like I should go for a doula. And I never really cared about doulas before, but I feel like possibly, maybe if I had one the first time, probably wouldn't have had a C-section. But you know, we don't know what could have happened. I spoke to her. She's the one that also told like I should get a doula, because they can advocate for you and stuff like that. And I was telling her, I'm like, yeah, you know, that she gave me like a non-negotiable and stuff like that. And she was basically just saying like, what the hell you mean she gave you a non-negotiable? This is your pregnancy. She can't do that, basically. It's like basically what I want. And I was like, that does make sense. Like, how are you giving me non-negotiables and this is my pregnancy? Like, I'm the only one that should be giving non-negotiables, I feel like, you know. And that night, I explained it to the doula, and I just said like, he does not feel comfortable. And I know she said it's a non-negotiable, but I don't know. I was kind of hoping that she could kind of like work with me still some way. around it, but she said okay, gave me a thumbs up, and then that was the end of it. And I was just like, okay. But my sister did say I told her too late, which that was my bad. I should have told her earlier. But I don't know, I was still gonna kind of go through with getting the doula and just hoping I didn't get a C-section, because I was, we were all gonna be upset at that point. But yeah, so then I was like, shit, I'm not getting a doula. Especially if everybody's like this, what the hell? And then I tried to reach out to another doula. She said she's not taking any clients. And I was just like, I don't think the doula thing is for me. I'm just not doing it. And I kind of pretty much gave up on even getting a doula. I'm like, plus, I don't know if everybody's going to have that, because, hello, my non-negotiable would be that my man needs to be in my room when I have a C-section. How about that? Like, but, yeah, I signed up one more time for somebody to get back to me on a website. Well, actually, I went to VBAC. Is it VBAC Link? I think it's VBAC Link. And also, I did purchase their membership too. I did a payment plan because I didn't want to just pay like $180 straight away. Yeah, I didn't want to like pay that price for that membership, but I did like a payment plan because like I said, I'm trying to be as much like, right now, knowledge is power at this point. Like, if ladies, also, if you're trying to have a VBAC, if you've had a VBAC, please comment below. Give me some words of encouragement. Just help me out. Like, help, even if, just writing it can help somebody else that's not commenting. So, like, this is why I wanted to do this little girl talk, this little whole talking thing. I know it's so long, but, like, this is just a conversation that I could talk about so much. But, yeah, like, if you've had a VBAC, comment below, like, how it was, how it is, like, any tips and stuff like that, because I'm trying to educate myself. I keep falling asleep every time I'm trying to read it and stuff like that, and, like, working full time and having a toddler, I don't really find time to read it, but I do try and read, and I did get that membership to try and better my chances of getting a VBAC. I want to be very, very educated so that I could even advocate for myself. I mean, so hold on. I'm all over the place. But on a VBAC link, there's like I hope I'm saying it right. Hope that is the website. But on the VBAC link, it says people that took like the doula course for it, and you just put your zip code, and they find people that's close within your range. So I did that, and the first lady, she wasn't available. I'm like, oh, this is not meant to be. She was only like 7 miles from me. And then the next one was like 30, and I was just like, I don't know about that. One of the things that they do recommend is that you do get a doula. So I was like, oh, let me just go back real quick on that first doula. Like, there were so many signs that I was going to ignore, and like so many signs that they were giving me, that she was giving me, that was not even gonna work out for me. Like, she didn't have any VBAC experience. She straight out said no, and the whole C-section thing, and like giving me non-negotiables and stuff like that, and that should have been my clear cut to no. But thank God, because he was able to just steer me away from her. But anyway, I just went and I picked the second person, and that was 30 miles away, and I was like, I'm gonna just try this last time, and if I have no luck, then I'm not doing anything else. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just gonna educate the best that I can and just advocate for myself. I'll be my own damn doula. I did write them. She responded that same day, and I made an appointment on Saturday. And then I I had it on the top of my mind because it's very important to me. This is all very important to me. I had it on the top of my mind, and my friends was here, and it completely left my mind. I didn't even look at my phone, and it was at 11, and she hit me up at 11, and I look at my phone, it's 11:30, and she's like, oh, we're still on, and I didn't fucking see it, and I was so pissed the fuck off at myself. I missed the damn appointment with the doula. And I told her, I'm so sorry and all of that. And she was like, Monday. But, I work on Monday. I was going to basically have to do it like during lunch or something like that and rush it. And I didn't want to. So, but she ended up being able to open space for me that same Saturday. And best believe I did not miss that shit. But I did like her. I liked her. Very different from that first doula experience that I had. She was very different. I even mentioned the C-section thing because I'm like, this is not going to work. I have to mention this because it's going to be a waste of time. And even she was like, oh no, I don't do that. Green check. She had a VBAC herself. Wonderful. She had experience with VBAC. I love the fact that she experienced VBAC herself. She had a VBAC with her first, and then the rest, she had 6 kids. VBAC with her first, and the rest was vaginal. Oh my God, I would love that for me. Everybody's different, but that will help me get over my C-section. Like, just having a vaginal, I just want to experience it so bad. But we was speaking for like maybe more than an hour, and I liked her. So, I have a doula now. I don't know how to have a doula. Like, I don't know how often I'm going to be reaching out and stuff like that. I don't know. But, I know, like, she told me, like, after I have appointments, she wants to know and stuff like that. And I'll speak to her, but this is very new to me. I'm very, like, I am pretty private. So it's going to be even weird to even, like, reach out and say stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, I have a doula now. I really liked her. She was really nice. And I just hope everything goes well with her. And I just really hope, and I have been praying to God, if it's in your will for me to have a vaginal birth, let me have it. I want a vaginal birth really bad, but of course my health and the health of the baby is first on my list. So whatever happens, I just hope that this experience could be a better one for me. Yeah, comment down below if you're trying to have a VBAC, if you've had one. Give some word of encouragement to us, some knowledge, spit some knowledge out, stuff that we can do. Like so far, my plan towards getting a VBAC, I got the doula. I'm staying home as long as I can. And just reading now. I'm just trying to read. Recently, I've also joined a Facebook group. You should go ahead and do that with the VBAC link. I don't think you need to purchase their membership in order to do that. Definitely go and go on there because I was reading it and it really helped because I was reading it and there's doulas on there too, and somebody was basically saying like they were forced to have a C-section, like their providers making them have a C-section at like 40 weeks, and mine, I think they said they won't let me go past 42. So of course I'm gonna go till I can't go no more because they said they're not gonna induce me, so I had to go naturally. So of course, like starting at 38, I'm trying every freaking thing I can to induce labor. Join that. That has helped because I've seen a lot of people say like they can't force you to have the C-sections cancel. They didn't allow her to cancel or reschedule or something like that. And they were just like, don't show up. And like I even asked my own questions in there. It's really helpful. I definitely recommend to join that to help with the VBAC. I recommend, if you can, join their membership so you can get more knowledge. Like, knowledge is power. The more knowledge that you have, like this time I feel like I may be like a little bit ready. Like I could even advocate for myself definitely have the doula there to advocate for me. But, I'm just trying to prepare myself the most that I can. And I just hope to God that I'm able to have this vaginal birth and me and the baby could just be healthy. And it's just like a beautiful, healthy vaginal birth. Hopefully I'm able to get it on camera. I want to feel the pains. I know I know it's going to be painful. I know. But I want to feel the pains. Like, I want to. Yeah. Right now I'm still just trying to educate myself. Reading vlogs, still finishing up my membership, the book that they gave me to read. I'm still reading that. But that's pretty much the steps I'm trying to take towards a VBAC. I know they said exercise, and that's why I'm trying to prioritize that. The water drinking. Definitely get yourself a canteen. Like, it has helped. I was not drinking water like that, and I'm thirsty as hell right now. And I gotta fill this up, but get that. It really helped. I gotta fill this sucker at the end. But I've already made this long as hell, like very much long. And I know you're probably gonna be skipping through it and not even really watching it, but this talk, hopefully I could start up a little conversation in the comments, because this is something that is so scary to me. I'm 18 weeks right now, almost halfway, and I just pray to God every day for a healthy baby, healthy delivery, me being healthy, and that's pretty much it. If you're pregnant right now, I pray for you to have a healthy delivery. Hopefully, I pray for a vaginal. If you're trying to do a VBAC, I hope that works out for you too. We're in this together. I'm trying to do a VBAC too, girl. Yeah, I'm just sending good vibes to all the pregnant mothers right now. If you're feeling low, you can comment down below. Just comment down below. We're here to support one another through this time. It's scary. Even as a first-time mom, giving birth is scary. This is one of the, what do they say, the biggest marathons of your life. Like, this is, it's scary. But thanks for watching my mouthful. But I don't know, I'm kind of passionate when it comes to this, and I just kept blabbing along. I didn't even know it was gonna be this long. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it. Listen to myself talk, but thank you for watching. Thank you for making it to the end if you did. Good vibes to all the pregnant mamas out there, and not only the pregnant mamas, the ones, our mamas right now that have a toddler that's taking care of your kids, that got multiple kids. We all in this together. All right, peace.